Welcome to Chicken Bros. My name is David Heath.
Who am I? You sure you want to know? The movie in this review is not for the faint of heart. If someone told you that this movie was any good, if somebody told you that the effects were decent, the actors were good, and that it had a stellar script, somebody lied.
I should have known what I was getting myself into here. This is Noah Jagers.
Down with McGuire! Down with McGuire!
As you can see, he's not a big fan of this movie. Whereas I, on the other hand, thought it was okay. Just okay.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. As much as I rag on McGuire, and David, don't lie, you do too.
I rag on the third movie. And yes, I don't think McGuire was a perfect choice to play Peter Parker.
I think the first one is okay. I think McGuire's no good, but there are some redeeming factors to this one.
But altogether, you don't like this movie.
Not altogether. The
Okay.
few things that are good don't redeem it, especially when compared to Homecoming.
Yeah, when there's only a few things that are enjoyable in a movie, that doesn't redeem it. I don't... I mean, I won't lie, it's got problems, but most movies do. And, but, I mean, I liked it. I liked it enough for me to say it was a okay movie. So, this is going to be like Empire. Me and him are going to have two separate opinions, which is fine. And
Yeah,
we're
totally fine.
What we're going to do
he's
is...
wrong, but it's fine.
Oh, boy. What we're going to do is go through the movie, talk about things that we either liked or hated or vice versa or whatever, and just go through it and talk about it. So, I mean, you and I have already established McGuire, not a perfect choice for Peter Parker.
Yeah, playing a 50-year-old man playing a teenager?
He's not 50.
He is now, isn't he?
Not 50. He's like in his early 40s.
Well, he's still old. He's too old to be playing a teenage Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, he is too old for Peter Parker.
Now, keep in I said he's too old to play a teenage Peter Parker. That's true. Now, if they wanted to use him to do like an older Peter Parker story, that I think I would be okay with.
Yeah.
But as it stands, he could have been Peter B. Parker in Spider-Verse. That would have been fine.
Well, there is a theory going around that is supposed to be the same universe as the Sam Raimi movies.
One of the Spider-Men is. I know that for a fact because the way he explains certain things. I think. Speaking of, all right, so let's just start at the beginning with the scratchy voice intro that was really weak.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Having gotten older and watched the movie again, that opening monologue's a little bit awkward. I want to tell you that's me next to her. Heck, I'd even take him. That's me.
Okay, I got it. That part was funny. Like the way he said it. Heck, I'd even take him.
Yeah, and then it showed him running outside the bus. That's me.
Stop the bus!
Stop the bus!
Okay, as someone who's descended from New Yorkers, they are not that dickish. Okay, they will stop a bus.
Well, yeah, but you gotta think there's dicks everywhere, and New York people are I'm gonna say tougher. So imagine what the assholes there are like.
Oh, they're assholes, yes. But as we see later in that very same movie, New Yorkers are loyal.
Oh yeah, they're loyal, but they can be assholes at any given moment.
True, but they're only assholes to tourists, Bostonians, or people from New Jersey.
Ah. Okay, so, how do you say her name? Kirsten?
I don't know.
Kirsten Dunst. Is Mary Jane Watson.
Which,
now, I'm not a huge Mary Jane fan, to be honest with you.
Nor am I.
Mary Jane, get it?
Ha.
But, I think I don't want to say she played the character badly, but the character in the comic books is a lot more, movie star-ish, like, oh my gosh, kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
but okay, here's what my complaint with Kirsten Dunst is as Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
She was just screaming, crying, needed to be saved. And yeah, Mary Jane is like that in the comics too, but she's also a badass when she wants to be.
That is true. She could defend herself.
Like, there was this one episode of the 90s series, much better Spider-Man, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Where she gets captured, and Spider-Man goes in to save her like he always does, but he sees her, like, do some kind of judo flip, and he goes, "Hey, nice moves." And she goes, "I'm a single woman living in New York. Self-defense classes are a must." But this?
Huh?
No. But this Mary Jane? No.
No, she... Even when she tries to defend herself, like in Spider-Man 2, she still, like, gets... Because remember she tried to hit Doc Ock with a log and one of the arms just knocked her over?
Knocked her the fuck over?
That is...
I knocked the fuck out!
James Franco, before he went crazy, as Harry Osborn. Now see, this is where you and I start to teeter off. I actually thought the whole Peter, Harry, Norman dynamic in this movie was actually really well done because, like in the movie, in the comic books, Norman shows more of an interest in Peter than he does his own son, neglecting Harry.
Yeah. But, okay, that dynamic, I'm okay with that. What I don't like about James Franco being Harry Osborn, okay, it's not really him being Harry Osborn, it's more that Harry uses the facts Peter gives him to move it on Mary Jane. It's like Weird Al says in his song, "Now Harry the rich kid's a friend of his.
Who horns in on Mary Jane."
Mary Jane.
Yeah, that's totally what he did.
He probably did that in the comics too.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he did specifically that, but that's not something he wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry, and this is something I thought they kind of lacked in the Maguire movies, was that Harry Osborn is a party goer. He is an all-out, he loves to party, he loves to be like a typical teenager.
He's a rich,
the opposite of Peter, whereas Peter likes to be in his books, study, and all that, everything.
Yeah.
Which I thought they made him, like, kind of the middle ground between Peter and the comic book canon Harry. Which is just like a regular teenager trying to find a job.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
Moving on.
Now this is comic book accurate, Noah. The way Peter Parker gets his powers.
What, getting bit?
Well, the fact that he's in a science institution, bitten on the hand by a radioactive, genetically altered spider.
True.
Like it's almost like that was ripped straight from Amazing Fantasy number 15.
Except that was only one of the genetically enhanced spiders in that movie. It's supposed to just be one random spider that got bombarded by energy.
That is true.
It's not like they're creating an army of genetic spiders and then one just happens to have escaped and bites Peter on the hand.
True.
Speaking of that scene where the spider bites him on the hand, Andrew, my brother, who has arachnophobia, can't watch it.
I have arachnophobia. I don't like spiders, but... See, this is 2002, people. There are some things you can just tell are fake, and I could very well tell that spider was fake, even when I was a kid.
Yeah,
so
the spider bite...
I kind of got over that eventually. What I don't like is the fact that you can see blood draining from his hand.
Mm.
Yeah. Now, this is something I thought was a little silly. I mean, okay, I'm about to...
The entire movie's fucking silly, bro.
Well, I mean, that aside. The Goblin suit. Now, before we actually talk about the design, I just want to say that suit was originally used by the government as a glider for what? Why did they need it?
I don't know. It's the government. They're always trying to one-up the other governments of the world weapon-wise.
And on top of that, it looks like a freaking villain suit to begin with. Before Norman even gets his hands on it.
Which is weird, because all he really did was add the mask.
Yeah, that's all he did, but it still looks like a villain suit. Why does it need blades and rockets on it? What's the government going to do with that? That's not, like, straight-up terrorist act. That would make America's soldiers worse than any Al-Qaeda soldier they could send over here.